Welcome to another Compassion Works for All video. And I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the risks that we see present in children. Children that will grow up manifesting problems that are showing up as early symptoms when they're little. But if nobody notices and nobody helps, then these issues can grow into serious emotional illness or behavioral problems, and they're sure a lot harder to address or to help the children when they are over 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. So it's so much better if these problems can be caught early and then get the child some help and guidance. As you know, I work a lot with people in prisons, and as I hear their life stories and read their writings about oftentimes abuse and horrible life situations that they have struggled with, and especially when they have suffered sexual abuse and physical abuse and they could not tell anybody, and yet their lives were turned end over end and they were living in trauma. When I hear these stories, I know people around them must have seen that these children were in distress and needed help. Now, many times it could well be that their families and the families of children you know are in such distress themselves that they hardly have a moment to focus on anyone or anything but themselves. And of course, a child in a family that is in distress is hardly getting the emotional support that they need. Even if the family loves them, there is just not much time or energy or capacity to focus on the child. But as many of you are, if you are a teacher or a day school director or a physician or a minister or a counselor or even a next door neighbor, and you see signs of distress in a child, signs of distress might be that they're aggressive towards others, that they're chronically angry, that they are frequently emotionally out of control. A big symptom is if they hurt or abuse animals or younger children. If they seem depressed and withdrawn, not in a way that they're a child that likes to be alone, but truly looking sad and unhappy and not having very much energy. If they are emotionally over the top and never seem to find much harmony and balance, if they are spending all of their time in fantasy or telling lies, all of these are indicators that at least someone with expertise in understanding child behavior should be talking to them. So if you're a next door neighbor or a family friend or somebody who does not feel like you can go to the parents and suggest that they get counseling for their child, then if you know the family's preacher or priest or minister or a teacher or a principal or a counselor at their school, those are all options. Or if you are truly concerned, do not hesitate to call Child Protective Services and make a confidential report. Your name will not be revealed, and tell them your concerns so that the family situation can be investigated. So many children are abused. Estimates in the latest studies in 2006 are like 3 million children are dealing with abuse and neglect issues. And these children show signs and symptoms of not getting the care and the help and support that they need. So sadly, when these issues are ignored or neglected, these are the children whose internal stress begins to lead them towards substance abuse or acting out or mental illness, issues that take them down a path to prison or to other serious dysfunction, perhaps never completing school and all the ways they're bright and talented, never finding the emotional balance for relationships that they need. So seeing these children that live in your world, do what you can to help them. Don't ignore them. If everybody in our prisons today had someone notice them when they were 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 or even 10 years old, perhaps their life would be different. So thank you for caring about all these children who are all of our children. Let them know you're there for them. Thank you, and thank you for watching all of our Compassion Works for All videos, which you can find on our website, compassionworksforall.org.